So really the only two things you have to worry about is retail commission and the team bonus. Those are the two main ways you earn in this business. Retail commission is based on 100% your effort, how many customers you help get started on their journey. The team bonus is based on then like helping your customers get to the point where they want to become a coach, and then training them and helping them start to get customers of their own. And Beachbody thanks you for doing that by giving you a team bonus based on how many people your team is helping. So those are the two ways you earn. Retail commission, that's based on how many customers you help get started and help them have success on their own journey. Team bonus, that's based on the efforts of the entire team that you help start to build. And what I was told when I first started was, if you can stick with this long enough to find and develop just 2 or 3 really great coaches that become leaders, your team bonus is going to skyrocket through the roof. And you can see here that that's what's happened for Amy. The hardest part of this business is staying consistent with it long enough to find those 1 or 2 really great coaches that really want to do this with you and want to start to help customers and start to build a team of their own. If you stick with it long enough and you just keep showing up long enough, you're going to prove to people that you're serious about this and this is a real business opportunity. And you're going to eventually find those 1 or 2 rock star coaches that want to run with you. And then you're going to be able to help way more people than you ever could on your own. You're going to start to build a team. It just comes from finding those 1 or 2 great leaders. The catch is that most people are going to have to watch you do this for a while. They're going to have to watch you show up to your own workouts, show up on your social media for sometimes like 6 months or even a year sometimes before they're really ready to get started in this thing. But the coaches that are willing to do that and stay consistent and just keep showing up and prove to people that they're serious about this, they're the ones that end up finding and developing 2 or 3 really great coaches that want to do this with them. And then their team bonus just skyrockets through the roof. And you can see, like Amy, if you go to the next slide, I was really, really bad at staying consistent my first few years in this business. You can see there that like my income didn't really grow a ton my first few years because I would be really excited about it. And then I'd get on social media and start talking to people and invite some customers and talk to people about coaching. But then when they weren't ready to join me, I would just get discouraged and I'd quit and stop doing it. And then they wouldn't join and they'd see me and be like, hey, he's not even doing it anymore. Good thing I didn't join him. Eventually I got to the point where I was like, I'm shooting myself in the foot here. If I just get back in this business and stay consistent long enough and prove to people I'm not going anywhere, then eventually they'll get on board and I'll find those 2 or 3 rock stars. And that's what I finally had to do. I just had to say to myself, all right, like I'm sick and tired of going up and down with this business. I need to just go all in and commit to this. And that's when people started to look at me as a serious person that was really into this. And they could tell that they were either going to come with me or they were going to get left behind a little bit. And you can see Amy like got in and she like worked really hard and she never took breaks. And you can see her income grew a lot faster than mine. But I think this photo is really great at showing you that it's not a get rich quick thing. It's something that you got to work and stay consistent in the beginning to prove to people that you're serious about this and that this is a real business to gain that trust and credibility. But if you are willing to do that, you can see here that the earning potential is crazy. And my mom always says like, it's to the moon. The earning potential is to the moon. That's something we always say on the team. So patience, consistency is something that you'll hear us say a lot, but those coaches that are willing to do that, they're the ones that are rewarded big time. And you can see like where this thing can really head if you're willing to stick with it long enough to find those 2 or 3 great coaches that want to do it with you. That's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you for hopping on. I don't know if there were any questions on that, but you guys can definitely ask in the chat. And next is Lindsay and Jen. I'm not sure how you guys are, if you're doing it one at a time or.
Amy, it looks like our parents are on, but they're in like San Francisco or something.
I know. I said that before. I was like, what is that background?
And that's the other thing that's really cool is like Amy and our other sister, Andrea, my mom, they all, my parents, they all have 6-figure incomes with this business, but it wasn't something that happened overnight. It was something that they had to stay really consistent with and find their 2 or 3 great leaders that really believed in this as much as them. So now it's like the family biz. Now they're traveling all over the world with coronavirus. They're in San Francisco now. It's crazy.
They're not really in San Francisco, but if you scroll through, they have some weird background of San Francisco on. Someone just asked, Amy, Amy, real quick, just say about using your husband as a coach. Oh, Pat, you might be better at explaining that, like how, like why people sign up their spouses as coaches.
Yeah, that's a great question. So you definitely want to sign up your spouse, because one thing that you can do is when you sign up your spouse, then you can have customers order from your spouse. So your spouse gets that retail commission we talked about, but then you also get a team, part of your team bonus comes from that too. So it's you're double dipping. From one customer order, your spouse gets the retail commission and you also get increase in your team bonus. So double dip from the same order, which is why it's so huge to get your customers, to get your spouse signed up as well. And then same thing with like when you sign a coach or your spouse signs a coach, when that coach orders something, it helps your spouse's team bonus and it helps your team bonus. So again, you're double dipping when you sign up your significant other. You earn like extra income from the same effort, which is awesome.